I am going to deal with you the first topic, basic language skills grammar. Articles, prepositions, conjunctions, subject, predicate, transformation of sentences, tenses, subject, verb agreement, question tags, voice, remove, two types of sentences, parts of speech, use of degree. So how many topics are there? If you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
10.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Its numbering is wrong. After 10, 3 times 10 is given. 12 topics are there. Okay. Now in some topics, I need not teach you anything because you have learned up to 12th English. But anyhow, I am not going to miss any topic. I am going to do each and every topic with you. But let me start with simple topics so that you don't feel confused and we are able to do things in a better way. Let us start with subject and predicate. Okay. Now why grammar is very important. Without grammar you can't learn any language. Okay, especially written skills. You can't learn when you don't know language. You don't know grammar of that language. So very important to learn all topics. Is it clear to you in grammar? So we will start with subject and predicate. Okay, is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now
Yes, ma'am.
I am writing one, you. Okay, let me mute all of you so that background noise will not disturb. Okay, now I am writing one sentence on this whiteboard. Okay, now correct. I write the same sentence in another way.
जैसा मत बना वाले तेरे को स्पेशल बना रहे हैं मैं मत चेक उसका सबसे प्यार से बात मिस्टर अमन कहाँ से आ गया सबसे अच्छे से बात किया
So written, Sita is a very good friend of mine. Sita is my very good friend. I can write the same sentence in different way. When I say Sita is my very good friend, it has same meaning, correct? Now in this sentence, what is subject? What is predicate? I just want to know. You know, all of you know what is subject, what is
Yes, ma'am.
predicate, what is
Yes,
subject.
ma'am.
Sita is subject, ma'am. Is
Sita is
Sita is
subject.
the subject.
Okay,
Subject, ma'am.
remaining part is predicate, correct?
yes.
Yes, ma'am.
But any one of you tell me, how do you define subject? Subject
Ma'am,
means,
the subject is what the sentence is about, and predicate is what the subject is about.
Very good is a subject, you know.
subject is what?
Subject is what the
Work.
sentence is about,
Subject is work.
not work, ma'am.
No, it's
The
noun.
subject
Subject is
it's
noun.
about noun.
Yeah.
Subject is word. Word. W-O-R-D.
Word. Yes.
No. Subject, even predicate is a word. All in this sentence, Sita is a very good friend of mine. All these are words only. Sita is a very good friend of mine. All these are words only. When I write Sita is my very good friend, all these are words only. Correct?
But ma'am, Sita is a noun, na?
Yes. Then friend is also noun. See, friend is also noun. Okay, let me write another sentence. I play football. Okay.
Multi-talented.
Hello, I play football. Here, what is subject?
Football subject, ma'am.
Huh?
Football is the subject, ma'am.
No. Okay, now
I.
Football is a ball.
football is a ball. I know football is ball. Okay, now you
Yes,
listen to me properly. I am muting you all because background noise will disturb me otherwise. Okay, so let us come to the point. Now Sita is a very good friend of mine. When I say Sita, Sita is noun, no doubt. Sita is noun. Okay. Is helping verb. Okay. Is article. Clear? Very is, what is very? Friend is noun, so good is adjective and very is adverb. Okay. Of is preposition. Mine is pronoun. When I say Sita is my very good friend, again Sita is noun, is verb, my is personal pronoun, very good friend, friend is noun, good is adjective and very is adverb. I play football, I is pronoun, play is verb, main verb, football is noun. Clear? So when you are saying, talking about subject and predicate, you can't decide from noun and pronoun, subject, predicate, because when I say football is played by me, then football becomes noun and me is pronoun. Is it clear? Is it clear to you what I explained till now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
listen
Yes, ma'am.
carefully, you will understand what is subject and predicate. Okay, I am muting you all.
Okay, ma'am.
In between I will ask you. Okay, so listen to what I am saying, what I am writing on the whiteboard. Now Sita is noun, no doubt. Sita is noun. Okay, Sita is noun. Okay, is helping verb. Is helping verb, which is also known as auxiliary verb. It's not main verb. Okay, so I haven't written helping completely. HV, helping verb. A is article. So A is article. Okay, very is adverb, good is adjective, friend is noun, of is preposition, mine is pronoun. Okay, suppose I write the sentence, oh, you are here. And she had just gone out. So if I write this, oh, you are here and she had just gone out. What is and here? Conjunction. It's conjunction. Clear? OH interjection. Is it clear? O is interjection. Gone is main verb. Main verb. Is it clear? Now when I say Sita is noun, I is pronoun, play is verb. Okay. Are is helping verb. Football is noun. Okay. So these are various parts of speech. Okay. Of it is actually pronounced as O. Is preposition. Clear? Good is adjective. Very is adverb. I will write in this sentence. So how many parts of speech we have? When we write any statement, it is known as speech. Now how many parts? First is number one is noun. Okay. So it's number one. Clear? Number two is pronoun. Is it clear? Number three is verb. Where is verb? Gone. So it is number three, verb. Number four is adjective. Number five is adverb. Okay. Number six is preposition. Number seven is conjunction. And number eight is interjection. Is it clear? So these are various parts of speech. A sentence is made up of these parts of speech. Hello, is it clear to you? A sentence
Yes,
is
ma'am.
a,
Yes,
sen-
ma'am.
a sentence is
Yes,
made
ma'am.
up of parts of speech. First is noun, second is pronoun, third is verb, which can be helping verb as well as main verb, fourth is adjective, fifth is adverb, sixth is preposition, seventh is conjunction, and eighth is interjection. Now when we make any sentence, we use all these parts of speech. Okay. Now, how to decide what is subject, what is predicate? Our English language is based on SVO pattern. Okay, subject, verb, object pattern.
मैम एक चीज नहीं समझ में आई
हाँ, बोलो.
कि इसका जो भी कुछ रहना चाहिए वो पहले शुरू से नाम प्रोनाउन ऐसा पूरा रहना चाहिए.
क्या?
जो पूरा रहेगा जो हम लोग बनाएंगे वो पूरा ऐसे ही रहना चाहिए. फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड पूरा मिलना चाहिए.
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
तो
बताती हूँ. Whenever you are writing a sentence, it is not necessary that you use all parts of speech in one sentence. Okay. For example, if I say just bring, if I use the word bring, I say bring. If I am talking to you earlier and I say bring, only one word I have used. The bring means what? I am giving you instruction to bring something, correct? If I say drink, okay, I am giving you instruction, drink water, milk, whatever. Okay, so only one word can also make a sentence. Clear? Hello, is it clear to you?
Okay.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
So it is not necessary that you use all parts of speech in one sentence only, but it can be used even. Okay, if I say shut up, it means I have used two words, correct?
जो फर्स्ट वर्ड रहता है वो नाउन रहना चाहिए.
Huh?
जो
ऐसा नहीं है, सिर्फ हम लोग को ऑब्जर्व करना कि क्या है, नाउन है कि प्रोनाउन है कि क्या है. ठीक है.
First you understand what am I telling you. Okay, you can ask me queries afterwards. Last 10 minutes I will give you for asking queries. Okay, in between if you keep on asking me, you will not understand anything. I am muting you all now. Let me explain things to you. Now we can make use of one word only. That can become a one word can also make a sentence. If I say shut up, I have used two words. If I say speak, only one word I am using, but it is a sentence. Now it's giving you idea that you have to speak. Clear? If I say play, I am giving you in one word only. I am saying it is a sentence. It is not necessary that you use all. Is it clear? Now how to decide what is subject, what is, if I say, like I have written two sentences, Sita is a very good friend of mine. Sita is my very good friend. Now here Sita is subject. I play football. I is subject. See, in the first sentence, Sita is noun. In the second sentence, I is pronoun. So, noun or pronoun both can be subject. Clear? Hello? Subject means doer of the action. Doer of action. Or it can be a noun or pronoun. Is it clear? Hello? Understood? Now Sita is my very good friend. If I am saying this statement, I am talking about Sita. Correct? Hello? Bring, if I say speak, it means I am saying you speak. If I say play, it means I am saying you play. So you is understood here. Okay, so when I say you speak, you play, you drink, you bring, you shut up, you is subject. What is predicate? Besides subject, the remaining part of a sentence is predicate. Remaining part of sentence. Okay. Leaving aside subject. Subject is predicate. Okay. So when I say I play football or I eat my lunch, suppose if I say I eat my lunch, so I is subject here. So in this sentence, I is subject because what is I? I is doer of action. Who is eating lunch? I. Correct? So I is doer of action. So I is subject. what I is doing becomes predicate. So remaining part of the sentence, leaving I is object. So I is subject here. Okay, remaining part of this sentence, eat my lunch, is predicate. Clear? So when I say this mango is sweet, suppose I write a sentence, this mango is sweet. So this mango is subject. So in this sentence, this mango is subject. Clear? And remaining part is sweet. Remaining part is sweet is predicate. Is it clear to you? Hello, is it clear to you whatever I told you
Yes, ma'am.
regarding what is subject? Now to understand in a simple way, I am just giving you hint. Whatever comes before verb, okay, is, am, are, was, were, shall, will, have, had, is generally subject, and whatever comes after the verb is generally predicate. Like I eat my lunch, so I is subject, and from the verb eat my lunch is predicate. Is it clear? So whatever comes with the verb or after verb is predicate. This mango is sweet, so is verb. So this mango before verb is subject. So I eat my lunch, eat is verb. So before verb whatever is there is generally subject. If sentence is written in a different way, then it's different thing. Otherwise whatever comes before verb is subject generally. Okay. So subject generally comes before verb. Is it clear to you? Subject generally comes before verb, and the after subject whatever is there is predicate. Is it clear? It's very simple topic. Whatever comes before verb is generally subject, and whatever comes after subject is predicate. Clear or not clear?
Clear, ma'am.
I am erasing it now. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You have noted down these sentences. Hello, don't take screenshot, note down the things, because when you write, things are going to your brain. There is an impression in your brain. If you are taking screenshot, you are not going to learn anything. When I say shut up, I mean you shut up. So you is subject and shut up is predicate. Is it clear? If I say you shut up, so you is subject and shut up is predicate.
Predicate.
Okay. So you become
Okay, ma'am.
subject, you is subject, and shut up is predicate. So it is not necessary that in predicate part there should be noun, pronoun, this or that. Is it clear? But subject is generally noun and pronoun only. It can be a name even. Is it clear? I am not writing full now subject because I have written subject spelling many times. Now I am writing subject in short and predicate also in short. But in exam you have to write full. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I raise this now?
Yes, ma'am.
Subject
ma'am.
and predicate are clear to you. Even if it is a big sentence, the subject can be very small. It is not necessary that subject should be very long, or even in a big sentence predicate can be very small. So you don't go by length, that it can be subject, it can be predicate and all. You have to see who is doer of the action. What is in sentence, Sita is my good friend, very good friend of mine, or Sita is my very good friend. About Sita we are telling, correct? So Sita is subject. Aisha, what do you want to know? Do you want to know something? Because you have raised hand. So if I write a big sentence, suppose the mountains and valleys, okay, the mountains and valleys in Kashmir are beautiful. What is subject here? What is subject here?
The mountain.
Mountain. The mountain.
Only the mountain. Now I said to you, whatever is before helping verb or verb is subject. What is this sentence? This sentence is talking about mountains and valleys in Kashmir, correct?
Yeah.
Not about mountains and valleys in Delhi, Mumbai or Aurangabad. It's talking about mountains and valleys in Kashmir which are beautiful. So what is beautiful? Beautiful is, are beautiful is predicate.
Yeah.
Clear? Are beautiful. What is being talked about and what is talked about? What we are talking about? We are talking about the mountains and valleys in Kashmir. So it is subject. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes. Yes.
So subject can be a big part of sentence even. Don't go by this. If it is noun, then only it is subject. Now in this sentence, noun is there. The mountains and valleys are noun. Kashmir is also noun. But then conjunction is there. Preposition is there. Correct? The
Yeah.
mountains and valleys in Kashmir are beautiful. So the mountains and valleys in Kashmir is subject. Are beautiful is predicate. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear to you what is subject, what is predicate?
Yes, ma'am.
So what you understood, subject can be a very big part, even object can be a big part. Now, when I say Sita is a very good friend of mine, only Sita is subject and the remaining part is very long part and that is predicate. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So
Yes, ma'am.
subject and predicate is clear to you.
Yes,
We talk
ma'am.
about something. We talk about something, some person, that is subject. Subject is either doer of the things. Subject is either doer or thing about which we talk. Is it clear? which we talk. It can be doer or it can be a thing. ठीक है ना? Subject can be human being or non-living object even. Correct? Doer of action or non-living being. Is it clear? Predicate is what is talked about. Subject. Predicate is what we talk about, what is said about subject is predicate. Is it clear? So whatever we say about subject is predicate. Subject can be a human being or non-living being, a doer or thing even. Is it clear? Everybody has noted down. What is subject, what is predicate is clear to you, no? Hello, is it clear to you?
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am.
So now let us, I am writing few sentences, let us discuss, or I will send you one exercise on Google Classroom and you do that and then you will come to know what is subject, what is predicate. Can we go to the next topic if you have understood? You write in the chat box. If anybody didn't understand, can write in the chat box. कुछ भी नहीं लिखा, क्यों नहीं लिखा? Okay, so have you understood? I am writing in the chat box. Let me got. Those who haven't understood, only they need to write no. Other students need not write. Have you understood the subject and predicate? Those who have understood, no need to write. Those who haven't understood, they will write. So if anybody hasn't understood subject or predicate, need to tell me. If anybody hasn't understood subject or predicate, can tell me. Are I am saying don't write yes. Those who haven't understood, they need to write no. तुम लोग को समझ नहीं आता है क्या बोल रही हूँ मैं? हाँ, they are asking about. Can you please repeat the predicate part? I can repeat each and everything, but then how much you need for one topic? Suppose I say they are laughing. Clear? So what is subject here? They are laughing. In this sentence, we are talking about somebody. They, who is laughing, who is doing the action? They. So they is subject. About they, whatever is being talked about, that becomes object. So they is subject. Are laughing is predicate. Are laughing is predicate. Is it clear? So the person who has written in the chat box, can you repeat predicate again? I am asking that fellow whether you have understood. Are laughing is predicate. Only laughing is not predicate. Can you see the screen? They is subject and are laughing is predicate. So in chat box you write whether you have understood what is subject or what is predicate. खान भाई ने लिखा था ना, कैन यू एक्सप्लेन? About pronoun I will do later on. I am talking about only subject and predicate. Yes has written that whether you, can you please repeat the predicate part? Whatever is subject, the remaining part is predicate. In a sentence, you have to first look out what is subject. Besides subject, the remaining part is predicate. Is it clear? Doj? Everybody understood now? If anybody hasn't understood now, then can write no, then I can explain more. So this is regarding what is subject and what is predicate. I hope now everybody understood. Yes, I can go for the next topic, correct? So let us see what is the syllabus. In syllabus, let me go to the next topic, which is very simple. That is related to your question tag. Okay, question tag is very simple topic. Let us go to that. Now when we write some sentence, for example, I write a sentence. It's very hot today. Clear? It is a sentence. When you are writing question tag means you have to add a question. How do you do it? When a sentence is given to you, to add question tag, you have to remove whatever is used at the end of the sentence. Question mark or full stop or mark of exclamation, whatever is used, that you have to remove. And you will write, it's very hot today. It is a sentence which is affirmative sentence. Okay, you will put comma and you will say, isn't it? Whatever verb has been used, you will use that verb and then you will put not if it is an affirmative sentence, and you will say, isn't it? And then you will put question mark. Okay, it's very hot today, isn't it? Suppose I say, it's very cool today. It's not very cool today. So it is a negative sentence, correct? Now what you will do when you add question tag, you will use the sentence as it is. It's not very cool. You will remove the full stop, you will add comma because it is negative sentence. So you will would not put not. You will ask Is it? So this is known as question tag. Is it clear to you? When it is a negative sentence, you will not use not in question tag, the part which you are adding. When it's positive sentence, you will use not, using the same verb. If I ask you, have you eaten the food? The food. Okay, it's question mark only. But I am asking you and I am asking you to add the question tag. Have you not eaten the food? So what you will do, you will remove this question mark now and you will put comma and then you will say, have you eaten the food? And you will say, haven't you? Is it clear? Or you can say, you have eaten the food, haven't you? Is it clear to you what is adding question tag? I will explain to you in the next lecture. If you haven't understood, don't worry. If anybody hasn't understood question tag, can tell me. Those who haven't understood can tell me. Next time we will do exercise for subject predicate as well as question tag. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You also practice at home. What is subject, what is predicate? Take any grammar book and practice subject predicate, adding the question tag and all.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay? So you must be having next lecture, correct?
Yes.
So I am
Yes,
ending
ma'am.
the meeting. Okay, for all. Is it
Okay.
clear?